Morning guys, how you doing? Them clouds, another stunning day again. Back down on the plot today, just done a mow before the bees come so that I'm ahead of the game there, so I don't annoy them until they settle in. They're normally okay with mowing and things like that. They don't normally bother as long as you're not right in front of the hive, but I've done that before. But not knowing these bees, I thought I'd get it done before they come. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's all netted off anyway around where I'll be mowing. If needs be, I'll just stick my jacket on when I'm close to the hive. So rest of the jobs I've got to do today, got to put on the sign for the gate, which is ready to go. A bit of watering because this weather's still roasting. Bit of rain forecast tonight, but it's only a mil, so can't guarantee that we'll get it anyway. Wind's picking up a bit, so it feels like we might get a bit. The clouds are darkening over there. Turn around so you can see them behind me. There, they don't look very dark on this, but they are a bit darker than the rest of them. I'm sure we'll get a bit tonight, which will be a bit of a relief for the plants and me running water back into. Yep, so that's about it really. I'm going to strip the radishes today because with this weather they'd gone to seed and they'd passed the best, so I'm going to plant some kohlrabis in their place. So there's a tray of kohlrabis. They've not done brilliant in that tray. I think it's just lacking nutrition. They've been in there quite a while and they're quite small trays, but I've just not had the space to put them out, plus getting the bees ready and one thing and another. I've not either had the time really to transplant them. I'm sure they'll be fine, they'll grow on, just a little bit leggy, but kohlrabis grow from the bottom anyway. They're going into that bed. That's the elephant garlic, that'll be coming out soon. Probably, where are we now? 20, yeah, probably about another 4 weeks time. It's starting to brown off at the bottom. They'll be ready, so once they come out, I'll plant probably Michaelettes in the other side of that bed. If you've not had them, they're like a flower sprout. So they grow like sprouts, but they're sort of like a little cabbage. They're fantastic. I'll show those when they go in, but they grow about 3-4 foot high and they sort of like come out November time-ish, so they're ideal. And then quick update on the rest of it guys. That's the ochre, which is going fantastic, and the horseradish is coming on really nice and strong now. With the ochre, that's sort of, you leave that and it dies off after the first frost, and then so that'll be around November time. Not that we get frost here really, it's quite rare being this close to the coast. We had snow, was it last year? And that was the first year it snowed here for a long time in people's living memory. So yeah, but they start forming then once the first frost comes and they start dying, so you leave them about 4 weeks after, and then you pick the tubers from there. I'll just spin you around and show you the peas. They're coming on really fantastic now. Really happy with those. They're the little dwarf ones that are coming okay. See on the video when I talked about the netting, see how loose that's getting now. There's a bit of weight on it and starting to bow inwards. That's what I don't like about this jute netting. It starts stretching and flexing in the wind, whereas when I come over to the main crop peas, you look at the height of those now at the minute, they're probably about 3 foot high, and there's a lot of them, and that net hasn't moved, and I'll get years and years of use out of that net. These are Lord Leicester, they're going great guns. Again, these are little clips that are used to just keep them trained in while they get a grip and their own little tendrils start to climb up. Not used these before, but not the clips, I mean the plants. So it'll be interesting to see what they come like. I'll be looking forward to those. One of my plot neighbours grows competition parsnips, and they go to seed, the ones that he leaves in over, and they're not far away, and they're popping up everywhere. Should leave them in really, because he wins competitions with them, but yeah. Tomatoes, the outdoor ones, they're going okay, yellowing a little bit, but we'll see how they get on. Probably just the sulking from the shock of going outside. A couple of them are a bit sulky, but we'll see. Fruit bed. Fruit beds come on really well in this weather. Got plenty of gooseberries and all the raspberries are starting to set now. Pleased with those. They're the autumn fruiting ones, and these are me summer earlies that have got flowers on. They came down yesterday and set up the strawberry netting. They're going really well now. So we covered those up, stop the birds getting to them, because the bird feeder is there. So we don't want them to be encouraged to eat that. Just getting the smoker going. You just need to, it's a brand new smoker this, so just need to get a bit of smoke going through it to tar it up. You want the lid tarring up in there so that it seals the edge once you've got the lid down, because you don't really want smoke coming out of everywhere. You just want it coming out of the top. These are stainless steel ones, they're made in England, so I want to support British makers. That's that, guys. Right, let's get these kohlrabi in, eh? Now on this plot, we always like to start with a bit of mare's tail removal. Off you go. So in this bed, I used a lot of peat-free compost, but I dug it in with topsoil as well, just to try and get the thing to hold a bit of moisture. Which it does, but it's quite deep that, but it's there. The top's always going to dry out in this weather. So if you ever think you need to water, just dig down a little bit, usually about a finger's depth, to see if you need to add any moisture into it, because you should get down to it there. I'm going to just pull back the soil on these elephant garlic, see if you can see what it's doing. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. That's massive. Nice and moist down there where the garlic's forming. Just see it forming quite nicely now. It's moist down there, so there's plenty of water for it. Don't need to water them in at all anymore. Leave them now just to do their own thing. I won't give them any more water. If you are going to water this time of year, just do it down at the roots, because if you start wetting the top leaves, you're just encouraging rust on it. Just noticed over there, looks like one of them starting with rust, so I'll go and remove those leaves in a minute, and I'll show you that, what to do. Because the problem with rust is you can still eat it, but you can't store it. It just goes off, so you just need to get it eaten as soon as you can once you harvest it. And that was my problem last year. I was watering it, and I was watering the top leaves through a netting because I was protecting it, and it just got covered in it. Right, let's get these in. I've got 3 types this year, just checking there, I couldn't remember if I put 4 in, but I've got 3 types this year, all from different growers. I grew Dinah last year, and it's really nice, big purple bulbs, and with these you harvest them when these, again, a bit like this courgette I said the other day, when they're about the size of a decent softball or a baseball. Any further than that, they start going a bit woody, so you want to get them in early. I'm going to space these quite close, because I do want to harvest them when they're reasonably small. I don't want them going too big. Probably a little bit close those, but they'll be fine. They'll just be glad to get a bit of nutrition and get out and start growing, really. I've not paid as much attention as I like to the stuff in the polytunnel this year. It's purely because I've been trying to get the bee area set up, and there's a lot of work there involved in that. I think I'll give them a bit of water so they've got something to start with. The plants are quite dry, so just going to moisten the soil as I put them in, and then I will water them in. But soil right next to the roots, water right next to the roots then when they first go. I grow extra of these because my friend's wife on the Coast Guard likes them, and they're hard to find, to buy in the shops, one thing and another, so grow extra for her. The ones I'm leaving in the trays, I'll just give them a bit of seaweed feed. Just give them a bit of a boost, I think they need it. Wow, smell that garlic. Now pull that leaf. These grow quite quickly as well. You usually get bulbs reasonably fast with them. You can harvest them when they're small, you don't have to wait until they're golf ball size. And they're a bit, if you've not had them, they're a bit like a very mild turnip. I like them. I tend to add mine to stir fries and things like that, or I'll put them when I'm doing Sunday meals. I'll add them into my parsnips and things like that. Right. Give them a water in. Move that so I don't ruin a bucket of bloodfish and bone. These are going to need potting on, I think, these kohlrabies into bigger pots now. Keep them going for another 4 weeks. Give them some more nutrition while the wait for the garlic to be harvested. And the rest of them can go in here then. And then pop some kohlets along the end. Okay, so that's the kohlrabies gone in, guys. Don't grow the white ones. There are white ones, but I just prefer the red ones more from aesthetics than anything else. I don't like the flavours any different. I've never had the white ones, but I just like the look of the red ones when they're growing. So garden what you want to do, don't you? For whatever reason you want to do it. So I'll just go and show you the rust now that I've noticed, and then I'll go and put this sign up and sort these out in the polytunnel before I shoot off. So I think rather than spending time chopping the leaves off right now, I'll pull one of the garlics and that's got the rust, and I'll have a look at it, and if it's usable or big enough, I might just start harvesting the lot. So let's go and have a look now, guys, what they're like. Classic. Put it down, put the tray on it, couldn't find it, me all over. Right, so let's harvest one of these now and see what they look like. Yeah, it's too small. It's a bit like an onion really, that. So that hasn't split, I don't think yet. No. So we're way too early with that. I can still chop that up and use it, but it's not a garlic bulb. Well, I was hoping that they'd started forming enough to pull, but it was a bit optimistic really. You can just see the shape where it's starting there, but it hasn't split or anything yet. So like I say, it's edible, it's usable, but not as a garlic bulb as we know it. So I'll just carry on now and take the leaves off with the rust on. To be honest, guys, I think this is my own fault. I watered them a few days ago and didn't listen to myself and watered the top. As soon as I'd done it, I realised, because what happens is the water sits there in the sun, bakes away, and just invites the rust. Like a fungal infection, I think. Now, I don't know whether this will work or not. It's something that I have heard, and I'm trying. I just left it last year. Just let it go. So saw something recently that said about cutting the leaves off with the rust on. So I thought I'd give it a try, see if I can save it, because I did this last year, I eat a lot of garlic. And there's enough garlic here for me and my wife for a year, plus some spares to give away. So if we could get it so that I can save it, that'd be ideal. Right, I think that's all I can see, guys, so that's all off now. I'll take that garlic bulb home and use that, eat that tonight. We're having lasagna, I think, tonight. So we'll give that in, put that in there. Clear all this up. I'll put this in the incinerator and then burn it when I do a burn. I'm allowed to burn on this site, but as long as it's only an incinerator. We can have bonfires, but just using an incinerator, it's easier. I find I don't have a lot to burn anyway. Oh, right, so that's that one done. On to the next job, and let's get this sign up on the gate. Okay, so probably the last job of the day now really. I've been here quite a while, is to get this sign up. So it's just a caution honeybee sign. This is going to go on the gate. Final warning to people not to be going past that gate, and I'm sure they won't, but I always feel better if I've got something that warns people about stuff like that. So it's a pretty straightforward fit, just need a screwdriver. They come with these little brackets that you can use if you want, it just makes it stand proud. So you screw that bit to the gate, and then that bit just goes through the pre-drilled holes and screws into the, and then just screws into the bit at the back. So that's probably how I'm going to mount it, because the screws that I'd need to fit through there, I need some washers, really big wide screws, and I ain't got them. Right, so let's get this on, guys. There we are, done. I'll just show you now, guys. That's the apiary fully complete now. So as you walk up, you've got this beware honeybees defend their hives by stinging, do not pass this point sign. You come into here and then just put the caution honeybees sign up. And the way that's set there is, as you look down that, just stands slightly proud of the gate, and it's waterproof and everything, so that shouldn't wash off. And again, that's it. Come into the area, and this is the apiary, which will be live on Wednesday. So I think that's me done for today now. I'll just pack up, sit down and have a brew, and get myself off home. Well, I think that's me done for today, guys. I want to shoot off home now. A cup of ginger and lemon tea before I do that. Just tidy all my bits up and get them back to the car, and head off home for the afternoon. So thanks for watching, guys. If you got this far, that's fantastic. If you'd like to follow me adventure more, please like and subscribe to my channel, and like this video. Certainly help the algorithm. Starting to build it nice and slowly, which is great, but the more people that I get my message out to, and my journey and my hints and tips, the better. So hope you have a cracking day, guys, and looking forward to the weekend if you're working. But lucky enough to be retired, 57 now, been retired 7 years, so I have worked and I do still do a bit of work, but I'll go through that at some point. I need to get home and looking at the camera now, wash my knees off. So have a fantastic one, guys, and make sure you're well, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Take care, bye bye.